because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the UConn Huskies, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UConn Huskies offense will take the field first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
There he goes! Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Pocket breaking down. Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Williams will pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Florida's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Wilson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Florida. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. has it. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Caught close to the marker, it's Livingston. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Flagway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Williams looking for a man. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wide receiver comes in motion. The lone back's got it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality. And that's what you want to see from this unit.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Give to the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Flagway. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ashley. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Takes the handoff. It's Ashley. Fights off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are in room to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Flagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. UConn going back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have that.
Handoff to the single running back. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. UConn will have to punt it away. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on first and 10. In the red area, it's ball. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Flushed out of the pocket. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Fareed. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Ashley. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep. And when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Ocean from the wideout. They'll open the second half on the ground. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Quick spin on the ride. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you?
Turning it on! Gives him the big stiff arm. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The offense changing the play. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got some room in to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole. And slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UConn going back to work on offense. Williams will pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now, you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece of fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. He's the big fella.
UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The UConn offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
With the run on 1st and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Florida! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Harlan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to. As he stopped at the 14. UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a day.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the ground, it's Webb. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll run it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
At 3rd and 2, you're usually thinking maybe something's going off tackle up the middle. They run the toss. How about the defense? Great job setting the edge, sprinting to the football, getting multiple hats there, getting the guy on the ground, stopping him short, causing a 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The UConn offense goes back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Here's a heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for room. It's Webb. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Coming out with it, it's Harper. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's McDonald. Bringing the heat. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UConn will have to punt it away. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They go to the ground. There he goes. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.